Yeah, good afternoon, Sujeet. How are you?
I'm well. What about you?
Yes, I'm fine too. So,
Okay.
so as we are meeting on the first time in this application, would you like to introduce yourself?
Definitely, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sujeet Yadav.
Mm,
I'm from Uttar Pradesh. Basically, I belong to Ayodhya
mm,
and I have completed my master's
mm,
and I'm working as like a teacher.
mm,
Especially, I teach English
mm,
because I'm very passionate towards my English.
mm. Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite good. Yes. So, okay, let me tell you about myself.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, my name is Saurabh, and I'm from
Mm-hmm.
Satna in the state of MP, and I completed my graduation in 2022. Now, just I'm doing my master.
Mm-hmm.
And about my hobbies, so I love to play cricket match and I love to, do cooking. Also, I like to cooking. That's all
Mm-hmm.
about myself, little bit.
Okay. So did you watch the match of final World Cup?
Yes, yes, I did.
How was your experience?
That was totally bad. Like
It was
we
completely,
we
it
had
was
lots.
painful.
Yeah, it was painful, and like we had lots of expectation towards to them, but they didn't
Yeah,
like
uh,
well.
yeah. It creates a problem. We don't have to expect too much
Mm,
because they are a human beings, and human beings have a limitation.
mm,
Okay, so we can't go beyond their limitation.
mm,
And what
mm,
happened? I think the Indian cricket team was going through the fear of failure.
mm,
That, you know, every eye was on them.
mm.
So it will not be easy to come back from that moment. Is it right?
Yeah, right. And I think, like they are doing like continuously that same mistake, right? You just try to see like a past, their performance. So they had doing the same thing. Even like people had lots of expectation towards to them. But even like Indians like people who just loving cricket, they know that they are not going to win this World Cup, right?
Yes, definitely.
Mm,
And what happened? People were trolling them as like chokers. They
mm.
were saying that when it comes to the big match, they lost all the matches. What are you thinking about that? That India is like such a team?
Mm. But
Yeah, Indian team is like a chokers type of type of team because from 2013 India
mm,
had not won a single match in the final or the big match.
mm,
India won all the series matches and quarterfinals, and when comes to semi-final and final, India lost all the matches.
yeah,
So what do you think about?
yeah, you are saying right. Like India is just same. India is also just like doing as same as like African teams are doing. Like we are known as like about Africa. Africa is totally chokers team. They are not able to even like they are not able to qualify like knockout matches. When like
Yes.
yes, somehow they just like win the matches of like as a normal matches, and they jumps into in knockout match. They are not able to fight against to any team. So
Yes.
that same thing is like happening, for the Indian teams.
Yes.
Mhm.
Maybe the expectation is too high, and many persons are blaming to the Narendra Modi. They
Mm.
say that Narendra Modi has come, that's why India had lost the match. What do you think about that?
No, we can't say that like that was the cricket match, and like 11 players they were playing on the ground. Okay, so
Yes.
Narendra Modi only went there just for as a audience, and just for as a celebrity, not for like supporting for Australia and supporting for India. They also just like went as like lots of like people went there to watch the cricket match. So that is like misconception. People are spreading rumors. So we can't say that like
But
that is.
do you realize something like that when someone very important is observing us, so
Mm,
we reduce our productivity. Have you also
mm,
realized all that? Suppose that your teachers are observing you very carefully. So
mhm,
maybe what you want to do, it would not happen like that.
mhm. But might be one thing, it, yeah, it has been happened there, right? Why? Because Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been visited over there. Okay, so lot of
Mhm.
like, yeah, all the players, all the players, so they had been realized that Prime Minister Narendra Modi here. So, I think they were like overexcited, and
Definitely.
yeah, so that's why they didn't like give
Yeah,
their performance
yeah,
as they have.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, we
mm,
can say this is one of the option. You know
mm,
what happened when
mm,
anything bad happens, so we are searching for the options. What are the options? We just want to satisfy our curiosity that what did happen. So I think
mm,
you can say this is one of the options, but there are many factors involved into that.
mm. Yeah,
Is it
right.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
So
And what do you think that like Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been visited over there? That's why India has been lost the cricket match.
no, I don't think so. People say about that, but I don't think like that. Because you
Mm,
know what happened, that if Narendra Modi had gone there, so it
mm,
doesn't matter that Narendra Modi is bad. You people say that when the BJP peoples were ruling the country, India had not won any match. People say that till 2004, 2014, BJP has been ruling, and at the time of the BJP time, no any final match we have won. And
mm,
at the time of the Atal Bihari Vajpayee, where Atal
mm,
Bihari in 2003, India
mm,
had also not won the match, any match. So they
mm,
said they are blaming the specific party,
mm,
that is BJP.
mm, mm.
So
You know,
they say that at the time of the Manmohan Singh, when Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister of India,
mm,
at that time India had won the World Cup. But
mm.
when it comes to the time of BJP, India has not got. So this is one kind of like blame towards to the BJP. But I don't think that there is any political connection to that. But people are saying like that.
No, it's only like for people are involving on the politics, So like each and every things, they're trying to mix up, they're trying to mix up
Yes,
on to in politics. So that
yes,
the even, yeah, you just try to in semi-final like Amit Shah, Amit Shah had been
yes,
visited over there, and they had been was whole cricket match. So on that match, like India got like a victory. So
yes.
how we can say that like they kind of bad person if they just go somewhere else, so that thing is not going to be happen.
Yeah. You know, yeah, what happened at the time of the 19 November, I went when India lost the match. So I went outside from my home and in the market. So what I saw that many Muslim people, I'm not blaming to the specific religion. Some
Mm,
peoples were abusing the Narendra Modi, and they were saying that
mm.
this happened, so Narendra Modi went there, so that's why India had lost the matches.
Okay, like each and every individual they have their own perception, their own opinion. Okay, so
Hmm.
like we are also as a as a citizen of India, and we are educated person, so we think about what's right and what's wrong. What people are spreading rumors, don't concern about them, right? Like try to go in social media, lots of people are like opposing to Modi, a lot of people are opposing to Akhilesh Yadav, a lot of they are doing like if people are like favorable on the particular party, so they always just try to oppose to another party. Okay, so
Definitely, definitely.
we are educated person, we should know about what's right and what's wrong. Don't support to anyone. Just support to like the things which is like a good for us as a student.
Definitely, we should do that. So the
Hmm.
same thing had happened at there. So what are you thinking about the T20? What is going to happen in upcoming days? India versus Australia.
Hmm.
So do you have any hope still towards to the Indian team, or you have lost all the hope? No, some people have lost. When I ask about the like cricket World Cup, so they say that don't ask anything about the cricket World Cup because I will not watch a single match. So what are you thinking that people should be come back out of to their hope what they have lost that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so you are talking about T20 World Cup or just upcoming matches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people say that don't ask about that, and I'm not going to watch a single match, India versus any team, because India has lost all the hope. So what do
Mm-hmm.
you think that we should recreate our hope again, or we should be also flow in that emotion?
Okay, so when India lost the 2020 like 2015 World Cup, on that
Mm-hmm.
time like all the people were saying same things, like they
Mm-hmm.
told that like I just lost all the hopes. I'm not going to support India. Okay, but the
Mm-hmm.
thing is we are Indian and we love cricket. We are not
Yeah.
going to lose our like expectations.
Yeah. But one more thing, you can't deny the hard work of Australian team because they were very committed towards their game. Have you seen
Mm,
that on the pitch in the fielding? They were doing everything for stopping the ball. They were doing
mm,
everything. They were very dedicated and committed towards their work. I
mm.
think they
So
got a good, yeah.
mm,
So they
that's why.
get what they have done. Yeah.
Actually, like one thing we observed that like if I talk about like New Zealand and like Africa, India, Pakistan, so these those teams are like playing good cricket, like on knockout like matches. But in the
Mm-hmm.
knockout matches, they just are not going to do like a good performance. But try to
Mm-hmm.
see in Australia, back to back two matches, they had been lost. Then
Yeah.
after it
Yeah.
like a
He-
comeback
Uh,
very good way.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, the Australian teams do well at the time of the like mean game, like big game,
Mm-hmm.
because they know how to handle the pressure.
Yeah,
But
right.
Indian team have not such a option like a mindset.
Mm.
And one more thing, yeah, it is also happened to many teams. South Africa
Mm.
had won many matches, but South Africa had not won any World Cup. The reason behind this is this: what is
Mm.
happening with India? Because
Mm.
they also in very pressurized that what will happen the result. The fear of the result. It is not only in the cricket match. It is also in the student life also because
Mm.
students also have a fear to not get a good marks in the result. So when they go for the examination, so that things are coming in their mind. So I
Mm.
think that's also impact in their productivity.
Mm.
So we should also relate to our day-to-day life that we should not think about the result.
Mm.
We should do the work and we should think about our work that how can we make our work very perfect, like good.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, and result is will come as it is.
Mm. But one thing I have seen during two cricket match, like our player was totally careless, you know, like
Yeah,
you
but
just
what happened, brother? What happened that
mm.
when they are in mostly what happened that once if they make a mistake, so
Mm.
they don't come out of that.
Mm.
That is suppose that if you make a mistake, and you are
mm,
not able to come out of that. Means you are not able to forget that mistake. So what happened? That's you will make more mistakes.
yeah, right.
So this happened to India. No, I think the starting had happened with the Rohit Sharma,
Mm,
because Rohit Sharma is the captain.
mm,
It does not mean that Rohit Sharma have to started from the hit, like he have to do something. No, he has to. So it is not something like that. Rohit Sharma had a responsibility
mm,
to do. So I think the problems had started from the Rohit Sharma. Then after, like Shreyas Iyer come, Virat Kohli, like no one had done their like century. But what happened with Travis Head? He
mm,
had played very responsible. At
mm,
in the starting, you can see at in the like at like 30 ball or 20 ball, he didn't make well runs. But
mm,
in the starting, like last game, last moment, he played well.
mm. But
Yeah.
I think, but in that, if you talk about Travis Head, so on that day, he also just he was very luckiest guy. Uh,
Hmm.
like 5.6 times. They just like it's just for like they did lots of mistake. Even
Yes.
they didn't
Yes.
lost a wicket.
Yes.
So
Yes.
was very
Yeah.
luckiest guy
Yeah.
on that.
This also matters, man. But no doubt, yeah, he's a very good batsman. Very good batsman. He
Like
know how to handle. Yeah.
all the batsmen are good. If that day they get like some as a luck, you know if they get like some more chance, so definitely every player can prove it. So sometimes luck is also factor for our life. You can see in your exams, in your like jobs. A lot
Definitely.
of students, they are preparing for government exams like since 5 years, 6 years. But some students, they crack the exams just for like preparing 1 year and 2 years, right? And even they are
Yeah,
not.
I'm not agree with the luck, but I think that there are a lot of factors
Yeah, right.
matter, and lot of factors are not controllable in our hand. So
Mm-hmm.
we say that that is the luck, but that is not anyway. That will not be like controlled in our hand, because our psychological factor is working like that. That if you have any problems and you will think about that problems, your productivity will not be happen good. So the same thing had happened with the Indian cricket team when firstly they have made the mistake. So they were not able to come out of that. And when when the like Rohit Sharma had not means that when the topmost batsmen were not played good. So the like lower batsmen, they didn't also do well, because
Mm-hmm.
it matters that what is there in the psychological condition. Is it right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay.
Yeah. It was a nice conversation, and I think I have to go. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.